Derek, how do you view that one? Was that a point gained or 2 points dropped?
Listen, any point you get is hard fought for in the Scottish Premier League, especially away from home. This is notoriously difficult place to come and get a win. I thought we showed our quality at times. We've not won the game just because we've not stood up to set plays. Probably for the first time this season, we just looked a wee bit susceptible to that. There's no many teams as big as St Mirren. There's no many teams that put the ball in the box as much as St Mirren, so you've got to be ready for that and stand up to it. I thought we could have played a higher line for the first goal, the free kick, and the goalkeeper sails it forward. And I thought we could have dealt with the second goal better. So we had it all to do. I thought we started the second half brilliantly. The response to going behind the first half was great. We had good chances, get counter-attacking threat. Thought we looked after the ball well, but in between that we lost a couple of poor goals. But I thought in terms of, I think we've hit the woodwork 2 or 3 times, goal chopped off at the death there. We were still the team. I loved watching my team at the end there. I really did. I loved the fact that we just kept, didn't know, weren't accepting a point. We just kept trying to go for the win as the away team. And I thought we had some good performances tonight, really good. So yes, we didn't deal with the 2 set plays and we're disappointed with that, but I think if by and large the performance was pretty good, and it's probably been where we've been.
Walking off the pitch at the end, a lot of the players seemed disappointed to leave here with a point. Do you think that's a sign of a shift in mentality and a shift in expectations that, in years gone by this might have been quite a good point to get, but they're not really accepting that?
Yeah, and listen, it's the Scottish Premier League. There's a challenge. I've said this along. We don't think we're wholly better than anybody else. I thought we were the better team tonight, but someone get their point, and they'll feel justifiably because we've not dealt with a couple of set plays. But I thought in terms of knitting the game together, showing a counter-attack threat, certainly towards the end, as a away team, we're trying to make changes to try and be as aggressive and as positive as we can. And this isn't an easy place to come. They've got a lot of good players, a lot of physicality. There's a good squad being put together here. So, not every team will feel that that they should be winning here. We came to win. The intention was to win. But for the reasons we just said, we've no won. And I think the players are disappointed, but there's a wee reminder to them that the performance levels wasn't too far away from where we've been. I thought my subs were good. I thought Magnussen and Kabori particularly were outstanding, and I thought Kazaridis carried a threat the whole game. We've had good chances, good amount of touches in the opposition box. We've had more possession as a away team. We've had more shots, I think, but I think by and large, it was 2 teams going hell for leather to try and get a result, and ultimately at the end of the day it's a point apiece and we move on. And I think if we win the game on Saturday it'll be a better point. At the minute, as you say, it might feel a wee bit of disappointment, but the supporters shouldn't be too disappointed with that. The players shouldn't be either. We're on a good vein of form. We stay unbeaten. To go this long unbeaten in the Premier League is good shooting, and hopefully we can win the game on Saturday.
How important is it that the players don't view this as a setback?
Well, I've just reminded of that. I think the intention was to win, as we said, but we haven't won the game, and we've got to accept that now, and it's done. And we move on to a home game against Dundee, and I think if we show a lot of what we've shown, and certainly a lot of what we showed tonight again, we'll hopefully cause them problems. But they'll come playing a lower block. They'll play a bit different. They'll still have that counter-attacking threat with a front 3 really effectively, and we need to be ready for that. And physicality, they've got good physicality, so hopefully we can take the good from tonight, but also learn from things we need to get better at, because we'll be tested again with that on Saturday.
How pleasing was it to hear the supporters still right behind the team at the end of the game, still chanting "We shall not be moved"? They still believe.
Absolutely. I think the supporters see the team try to win. I think there's a real connection there. Nobody's giving it up. The supporters stays right at the end, because the good thing for them is, the way I feel, I think we all feel there's another goal coming. And certainly the intelligence to work the ball at the pitch, the intent and threat was there, and I think if the game was on a wee bit longer, we might just find ourselves the other side of it. And we've had a lot of late winners, and I think we all felt there was another one coming. But listen, it was a hard-fought game, as we'd expected, and we're just disappointed that 2 goals away from home should be enough to win the game, and it hasn't been tonight.
Just finally, the weekend Celtic don't play, so there's a chance to go 9 points clear at the top of the table. How big an incentive is that for the players?
Yeah, well, the incentive for us is there. It's like we've got 2 home games now coming up. Obviously, the Saturday game finishes off the first round of fixtures, and we'd hope to be top of the league. We made a little target for ourselves. Can we be top of the league after the first quarter of games, first round of fixtures? And obviously, we want to try and do that with a win. 2 home games against the both Dundee teams coming up. it's important we look forward to that, and we will do. You know, we've got a brilliant backing, we've got a brilliant spirit about us, and it was good that tonight that the subs come on and have an impact, because that's what they're there for, and everybody's doing all they can to win the game, and Saturday will be no different.
When did you make that target?
A couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.